So you are thinking about making a move to Calgary, but the big question is to buy or not to buy. Now, I know you're probably thinking, it's a crazy market right now. Am I going to find something within list price? Am I going to have to bid and get into a multiple offer situation? Today's video, we're going to discuss, should you buy now? Should you wait? And what's really happening in the Calgary market. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Calgary, please click that subscribe button and tap the notification bell if you want to be the first to know about the current market in Calgary. My name is Adriel and I'm a part of the greater YYC group, and our team gets calls and texts and emails literally every day from people like yourself looking to make a move. And we absolutely love it. We love to help people find the right home, especially those who are looking to make a move from out of town. So if that is you, feel free to reach out to us, shoot us a text, email, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you make that smooth move to Calgary. We have seen, lots of individuals making a move over the last few months, especially those from Vancouver and Toronto, just because, the cost of living over there is much higher than Calgary. And although prices have increased in Calgary, it's still a great market compared to those cities. We've even seen people from Winnipeg, we've seen people from Nova Scotia make a move over. Alberta is a great province to live in, and especially Calgary, which is a newer city in Alberta with lots of opportunities, which makes it a great city to live in. I am going to jump on the computer here real quick and just to show you guys, what is currently happening in the Calgary market. So I'm just looking at an article here, guys. It says Calgary home prices jump again in April despite slowing sales. So here's the new benchmark price, which is now $526,700. And, this has jumped to 17% from the same time last year. So guys, if you purchased a home last year, you would have benefited immensely from appreciation. And, this is what we're talking about getting in the market early before prices continue to increase. And we're still seeing signs that it will continue to increase, as people migrate from Ontario, from BC, as prices are peaking over in those provinces. So, again, the new benchmark has jumped 17% from the same time last year. That figure was also up 2% on a month-over-month basis, showing that the prospect of higher interest rates had yet to bite into demand. So even though interest rates are increasing, individuals are still purchasing homes because, we're anticipating that interest rate will continue to increase. So, and again, we're not anticipating that prices will come down to what they were before. So it's very important to get, into the market as soon as you can. So just some figures here. A total number of 3,401 homes were exchanged hands last month, marking a 6% boost year over year and a record high for the month of April. So the market is still hot. We're still seeing lots of sales. And even though inventory is lower than normal. And so just to reiterate what I was just reading there in the article, this is from the Calgary Real Estate Board. And it says sellers market conditions continue in April. So here's a note from the chief economist, Anne-Marie Lurie. Despite some of the monthly pullback, it is important to note that sales remain exceptionally strong and are still likely being limited due to supply choice in the market. So again, the rise in the prices, it's really due to the low inventory, guys. Supply is limited, demand is high. So of course that's going to drive up the prices. And so she said here, while further rate increases will likely start to dampen demand later this year. So later this year, we're talking about 2022. More pullbacks in new listings this month are ensuring the market continues to favor the seller, resulting in further price gains. So, even with the rise in interest rates, we're still not going to see a drastic decrease in house prices and even a drastic decrease in demand just because prices still are more favorable than other provinces in Canada. So, just some more information: with 4,850 units in inventory, we are nowhere near record low inventory levels. However, levels are far lower than what was recorded in April since 2014. So it says what has changed in the market is the composition of the inventory levels. When comparing inventory today to what was available in 2014, we can see that detached homes comprise of a smaller share of the inventory levels, especially for properties priced below 500,000. Now, if we go to detached, we're seeing here for the first time since spring of 2020, year over year sales slowed down. While sales have dropped, it is important to note that with 1,815 sales, this is still far stronger than long-term trends. So a decline in sales occurred for homes priced under 600,000. This pullback in sales for lower price homes was likely related to further supply declines driven from reductions in new listings in those price range. So inventories in the detached sector has not been this low for the month of April in nearly 15 years. Again, guys, this is just the straight facts that I'm sharing with you. Just explaining what is really happening in the market here in Calgary. So a lot of people have been looking into new homes as an alternative. And, as this article outlines, the new home market is buoyant, but facing a number of building blocks. So we can see here one of the local builders, Jamin, were expecting a pause when the pandemic hit, but instead they faced the opposite, right? So they're also saying there's very little available home inventory on the market with any builder right now. Again, guys, this is why it's important to, connect with us right away if you're thinking about making a move, because we do have relationships with a number of builders in the city of Calgary here. So we'll be able to tell you, which builder has inventory available, and we can go and check out that builder immediately and try and get you a home as soon as possible. I've had clients where even with builders, we've had multiple offers, but we've come out on top, and my clients have found the home of their dreams. So it's really important to do that. So we're seeing here, so CMHC, Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, shows buoyant residential starts in Calgary compared to the rest of the province. So we're looking at here a total of 2,249 homes was started in Alberta in February, an increase from 1854 in the same month last year. So again, that just shows the number of sales that took place in the month of February alone. There is hope for new construction properties if that's what you're looking for as well. But again, with the builders at the moment, inventory is low, and you really have to get in there as soon as you're ready to pull the trigger. You can't delay because someone else will try and get ahead of you to secure that home. So just to give you a visual of what's really happening in Calgary, there's lots of room for growth in the city, and a lot of construction is taking place. New communities are being established. If we look above Nolan Hill and Sage Hill, I believe it's Ambleton. Here we've got Carrington, we've got Livingston here, which are new communities, and there's still room for growth. Lots of homes are being built, and if we look in the south, all across Calgary, there are new communities being developed. We've got Rangeview, which is close to the newest hospital in Calgary, the South Health campus. Seaton is expanding. We've got Legacy, which is a newer community. We've got Belmont on this side, Yorkville. Again, guys, this just shows the growth that is taking place in Calgary to accommodate demand. Now, it is going to take some time to catch up with demand, but again, it just shows that the builders are busy. Building permits are being sent in to the city, which has also increased compared to last year. So another hopeful sign that inventory will eventually catch up. And guys, I just want to share. So I did mention some of those communities. So these are some of the new communities as well to look out for. So we've got Alpine Park in the southwest quadrant. We've got Ambleton in the northwest, southeast, Belvedere, northwest, Glacier Ridge, Homestead in the northeast. We've got Rangeview in the southeast, Rockland Park in the northwest. So, lots of new development taking place, lots of new communities being developed, and, a lot to look forward to. Now, within the market that we're in, you may have to pay over list price for a home. Now, I'm not talking anything crazy like $100,000 over list, but you may be expected to come in, 10,000 or 15,000 over list. If it was a buyer's market, of course you'll be able to bargain and get a home for under list price, but it's just the market that we're currently in, and I want to set realistic expectations for you. Now, a lot of people are working from home, and if this is you, we will be able to find you a home outside of the city, maybe in Airdrie. Airdrie is about 15 minutes from Calgary, but there are currently homes in the town of Carstairs, new construction homes, front detached garage, around 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, in the price range of 550 to around $600,000. Now, if you're willing to, do that drive from Carstairs, it's probably around 45 minutes to Calgary, and I did cover this in my previous video. Don't move to Calgary. Just sharing options outside of the city, that you'll still be able to get that square footage and space that you're looking for. Now, it's not too far, as you can see on the map, but there is Airdrie to consider. There is Crossfield, which are, towns in between. And if you're interested in Chestermere, there is Chestermere as well, which is a lake community. And you also have Cochrane. Just to give you an idea how far Cochrane is from Calgary, it's all within range, guys, especially if you're working from home. These are some great options, and you can find great prices in those communities. Now, I also want to share this with you. So it says Kevin Carmichael, financial system can absorb shock of higher interest rates in Canada. Looking at the months ahead, interest rates are increasing. And, the head of Canada's federal banking regulator said a decade of tightening the screws has left the financial system ready for the coming shock of higher interest rates. So, as we can see here, the Canadian economy is in good shape. He said it can handle higher interest rates. It needs higher interest rates. So, again, the higher interest rates, they're nothing to be alarmed about. The Canadian economy seems to be pretty prepared for that. And also, again, we're looking at higher prices due to inventory. I can't stress that enough. It's really lower inventory that's causing the rise in prices. And, the Bank of Canada is stepping in to try and regulate this. To bring down the prices. So it also says consumer spending and some sectors of housing investment will face some important headwinds in the coming years. As a result, there is a risk that growth will be weaker than currently expected. For the overall growth outlook, the question is whether business investment and exports can grow sufficiently to compensate for this weakness. And as mentioned, it says the months ahead will test Canada's reputation for fostering bulletproof banks. So Routledge boasted that no Canadian financial institution failed during or after the financial crisis of 2008 or 9, while nearly 500 American lenders have collapsed over the past 13 years. So guys, as you can see from the information there, we can see that, interest rates will continue to rise to try and dampen the house prices that have been continually increasing over the past few months. And, but this is not anticipated to take effect for the next few years. So if you're thinking about getting into the market, it's probably to get in sooner rather than later. As interest rates increase, your buying power decreases. So, keep that in mind when thinking about making a move. Again, Calgary house prices are much lower, and there are also many suburbs, many smaller cities, many towns outside of Calgary, which are super close to Calgary, so you can still benefit. You're looking at probably a 30 to 45-minute commute if you do work in the city of Calgary. But if you work remote, this is a great opportunity for you. And also, if you're an investor and you want to benefit from the appreciation, you want to benefit from cash flow because rents have been going up as well in Calgary, then you're looking at the right place. Again, guys, I hope this information was useful. I'm Adriel and I'm here to make real estate your reality.